Hi Libra, welcome back. So Libra, this is going to be your you versus them reading, and we're going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so the roles may be reversed. Feel free to flip it if you need to, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And let's go ahead and get started. So Libra, when I was meditating on the Libran energy, I felt a sense of calm coming in, okay? And I was hearing a song called One Love. I'm sure you're familiar with that song, very popular song. And then I was also seeing somebody what looked to be shoveling, and I then heard bury the hatchet. So there's something coming in here, Libra, about recognizing, in the big picture that we're all connected to to each other, if I can get that out. And we are all from one love, one source energy, and to try and view this person or the people that you're connecting with in that light of they are demonstrating to you aspects that you also have within yourself, whether you choose to express them in that way or not. But to try and see each other as one and not so much as separateness, okay? And I know that can be hard to do, right? Especially if we are not in that emotional space right now, where the other person has given us reasoning to see them in a different light than we would see ourselves. But there's something coming in here, Libra, about understanding that all of us human beings have the capability of, expressing all of the different emotions that are on the emotional scale. And just because someone expresses or lives in a way that is different from the way that you would choose does not mean that that person is necessarily separate from a source or even the source energy that runs through you. And so it's a beautiful message about the collective, about the connectedness of all of us. And I think that a lot of people understand that we're all connected, but I think it's harder. It's one thing to understand that, but it's hard to always live that. Me included. All right. So, and there may be something here, like I said, that you need to bury or let go of or bury the hatchet about. Okay. Especially if you've been holding on to some emotions that really don't serve you, that aren't in your highest good, that never make you feel good when you think about it. It's time to kind of release that as we go into February. Okay, so Libra, let's go ahead and get some cards out and see how this all comes together. You have the card of Taurus here. You could be connecting with a Taurus. If so, check out their reading that I did a few days ago. Or you could have that in your chart, or this could just be the influencing vibes, all right? So this is talking about staying earthy and staying practical in your decision making during this time frame, all right? Being deliberate in your choices. This is calling you to be patient and understanding, both of yourself and of others. And also this talks about pleasure. Okay, who doesn't like a little bit of pleasure? Finding things that feel pleasurable to you to pass the time, because I'm getting a song about passing the time. So, what things make you feel good about yourself, what things stimulate your mind, infuse more of that into your everyday life, as that's kind of what sustains you in a higher vibration, right? So, your overall energy is the Eight of Wands, which talks about going on a journey, but it also talks about communication being important. I know we're in a Mercury retrograde, but I'm telling you, I have received more communication during this retrograde than I've ever received in any prior retrograde, and I'm a Libra moon. So things might seem busy, or they might be speeding up right now, like the busyness of life, or a lot of people wanting to get into your space. I almost called you Gemini, some of you connecting with the Gemini, but it's like, yeah, just a lot of busy energy coming in. Let's see, this person's overall. The Queen of Wands could be dealing with the fire sign, masculine or feminine, as this is a general reading, but doesn't have to be. It's just more so highlighting that this person is being encouraged to stay passionate, to stay driven, to focus on the things that make them feel creative or that gives them pleasure. This person, I'm hearing, is getting back to the root of which makes them happy. So if they have wandered away from that, or they have shied away from something, they're kind of coming back into that space where now they're ready to kind of put the time in or put the work into something. All right. And I had another song come through, but I don't actually know the words. I just know it's Adele and it's like everywhere. And I don't even know what she says, but she says, "We love you, baby." I have no clue what that song is about, other than I hear the hook line of it all over social media. If you know the lyrics, please put it in the chat or the comments or the song title. It'd be appreciated. All right. But you know what? Now that I think about it, she's a Taurus, which makes sense. As that card came out first, right? So let's see, Libra, what led up to the present moment. Then we're going to look at your perspective of each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes, and most likely future outcomes. Oh, and I also got a message about something being upgraded. Like you getting some sort of upgrade energetically, or an upgrade maybe in financial areas of your life or within relationships, but there's some sort of upgrade coming in. So Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. Six of Swords. Let me get one more card here. Four of Cups. So, Libra, past energy that's showing up. This is like feeling blocked when it comes to the things that you're desiring for, or like maybe even creatively feeling a little bit blocked. This is like knowing what you want and having passion and having good ideas and all of these things flowing to you, but feeling like you can't move forward with that right now, or there's something blocking you from being able to go in the direction of what you want. And this creating some tension within your body is what I'm hearing, but also feeling maybe even emotionally a bit guarded, or finding yourself getting frustrated or defensive easily, because it's like when you suppress a desire like that, or there's a blockage there, it literally feels like the emotion of suppression or frustration. And so you might have been dealing with that, right, leading up to the present moment, but it's like needing to shift your focus is what I'm getting. So this is like your emotions have been speaking to you, Libra, you know, in a way that it's kind of asking you to kind of change your perspective a little bit, maybe even spend some time alone, or detach from the subject, or detach from that topic long enough that you can kind of gather yourself, because there's a sense of like really good things wanting to come in, or love being offered to you by the universe or by other people, and not seeing it because you're not looking for it, because you're not a vibrational match for it, because of where you've been focused, right? And you've kind of been focused more towards the lower level emotion, even though I know you feel motivated to push out of that. It's also a sense of like boredom, not your friend. Boredom is not an air sign's friend, okay? So if you have felt like a little bit of lackluster, or like a lack of inspiration, that kind of not helping the situation, right? Because when we don't have things to be excited about, or we're not feeling that excitement, then it's easy for our brains to go towards the problem or what's wrong, or towards things that we know don't serve us, right? And so that might have been something that you were feeling or struggling with in the recent past, all right, and needing to detach from that. Let's see this person's recent past energy, Libra. Okay, I'm getting, it's a skit. It's not a song. Let me get this person's cards out first, and I'll see if it correlates. Because it seems really random. But let's see. This person's recent past energy. King of Cups. Yeah. Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Death card. Whoa, okay. I'm not going to take these because they came out in a hot mess. Let me put those back. Okay, so I want to tell you what I was hearing now that I can see the cards out as I get one more card. I was hearing there's a skit. Six of Cups. It's from, like, I don't know what it's from. Reno 911, SNL, I'm not really sure. But they're like, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. And that's all I kept hearing in the back of my mind. So somebody's trying not to be suspicious, okay? I feel like it's coming from this person's energy, but take it as it resonates. That could just resonate because you know that skit or are familiar with it, or you might be seeing it on social media. I have no idea. But the word suspicious was coming through. So there's a sense of like somebody knowing something but not wanting to reveal that. And so they're trying not to be, like, I'm hearing inconspicuous. They're trying to be inconspicuous so that they don't look suspicious. That may or may not at all be related to this person. This could be something going on with another person. But it certainly could be, you know, you or them. So, interesting. Okay, King of Cups, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, the Death card, the Six of Cups. So some of you have got someone from the past showing up here. That could be the person that's trying not to look suspicious. But like I said, it doesn't have to be. It could be another person in your life or you. But this person... So, Libra... This person might have had trouble expressing their emotions in the past, or there could have been some sort of blockage there from them being able to do so, whether they put that in place or you put that in place, or like an energetic block. It's kind of stagnated this person's energy because I feel like Spirit was calling them to express something that they were suppressing. So there's two messages here about suppression going on in the past, okay, leading up into the now. This could be related to a water sign or Scorpio, but doesn't have to be. But it's just like the reason that the past keeps repeating within this person's energy or within their life or in relationships is because they do not honestly express what is actually going on within them, and therefore they can't arrive to like some sort of solution or soul growth that they're needing to go through to get to that next level. This might also be blocking their creative pursuits or their ability to tap into their inspirations or their creativity. Because of that, they might often get stuck, you know, in the past. I just feel that this is something that needs to transmute in this person's energy, and it may have, but I feel like it's still somewhat active, so I don't feel that they have fully transmuted this just yet, but we'll go into perception and see, okay? So let's look at how you see each other, and keep in mind that, you know, the way we perceive others has a lot to do with us, but not always necessarily to do with them. It's tricky, right? But we'll start there and see what's going on there. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, the Strength card, fire, Leo energy for some of you, the Ace of Cups. So, do you believe in life after love? That's playing now. Libra, there's this message here about, it's like some of you have kind of created like some sort of detachment from whatever this was that felt really frustrating in the recent past. And that has allowed you to start feeling more excited again about life, or more hopeful about where things are headed. It's kind of helped you to refocus yourself in a way that is more productive and fruitful, or at least that's where you're being guided to. This has led to maybe feeling stronger than you ever have in the past, you know, allowing yourself to do the emotional growth that has been needed leading up to the now. This is very strong emotion showing up, all right? Very strong capability to love. There's a message coming in about you having a very strong capability to love in general, or just during this time frame. It's like flow that love when you're feeling it, Libra. Don't shy away from that. Don't be afraid of that. Nothing wrong ever comes from authentic love. Authentic love. When it comes to how you see this person, some of you could have really authentically loved this person. Loved, past, present. You may feel like, you know, there's some excitement here with this connection that you would like to work on or see where this is headed, okay? So I feel a lot of hopefulness coming in, maybe after a period of feeling a bit lackluster, and opening up yourself emotionally, okay? You could have a lot of strong emotion towards this person as well. This person's energy, the Hermit, how do they perceive Libra? Three of Cups, Five of Wands in the reverse. That's good. Nine of Cups. Ooh, what's that? Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands. I'm actually going to put these back, but I want to take note of this. I want to take note of this, and maybe it'll become obvious as to why later. Some of you have... This is for a small group of you. This Queen of Wands is a third party that's showing up, okay? And I don't mean that in like the cheating sense, although some of you possibly. I mean like there is an additional something going on here with someone on the outskirts. This could be the suspicious. Okay, or someone who behaves like the Queen of Wands, which can be a bit egotistical, can be a bit, no offense to my fire signs, but this is what's coming through of this third person or this outside influence. Can be a bit moody, but also very driven personality, also very passionate. Okay, that's for some of you. All right, I'm not going to dwell on this because I don't want to focus the reading on that, because that's also not going to be for the majority, but for some of you, there's something else going on here. All right. So this person may see, first of all, okay, the first thing I heard is that this person's done some reflecting on relationships in general and the part that they've played in it. They don't really want drama or conflict anymore. So if they had been like wanting a fight or something in the past, I feel like this person is no longer wanting that energy. They're looking for more like a cooperative type of energy, because they're looking to feel satisfied, and may even be pleasure seeking somewhat during this time frame. They see you, Libra, as someone who they may feel spiritually connected with, and they may want to see things work with you, okay, or work between you, or some sort of reconciliation here. Maybe after a time period of conflict or inner conflict going on within them, within you. It's like this person wants to come out on top, and they may feel like there's something to gain here. But somebody is a bit conflict avoidant at this moment. I don't mean to pause, but there's another message coming in about, like, this person wants to feel in this space of like, I have come out on top, or I've successfully overcome something, but I just don't feel like that's 100% the truth. Like, I feel like there's still some inner work that needs to be done. But they want to maybe rush their own inner, they want to rush past doing the inner work and just kind of go to the easy solution, you know. And this reminds me of the Gemini reading, because I was talking about that, about doing the work within as opposed to trying to fake it, and by trying to take action outside of oneself. And that the only sustainable change is the change that you do on an internal level. So if you're dealing with a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart, maybe check out that reading as well. All right, let's go into the emotional space then, Libra, and see what we have going on underneath it all in the emotions, Libra. 8 of Swords. Empress. I didn't see what that one was, but I'll get it in a minute. The Queen of Cups. The Star. Wow. So if you had been in this space, Libra, are fearing the worst, you know, maybe even having like issues focusing your mind. This is kind of reminding me of the energy that I was recently feeling. And like I said, I've got Libra in my moon. But doesn't matter where your Libra placements are, this might resonate. I had watched something on TV that was a little bit disturbing to me, that was kind of triggering some of my own fears around mortality and aging. It was actually a documentary about Val Kilmer on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's he has an incredible life story, but it's just kind of sad, you know, where he's at in his physical health. And it was hard to watch, you know, someone be so healthy and young and then decline the way that he has. And he's still young. He's only 62. So, I don't know why that bothered me, but it just somehow sunk into my psyche and then played into my dream state. And I woke up almost feeling panicky about my own mortality, and you know, like really in a fear-based state, which I know better than, because I have my own connection with my guides and source, and they have shown me the eternalness of life. And so I really don't have that many fears wrapped around death and dying or birth, you know, because it's nothing to fear. But because I guess I watched it before I went to bed, it played into my subconscious. And I'm telling you this because I feel like that's the type of energy coming in, you know, and that's just an example, right? It's like, for some reason, like irrational fears that you've picked up maybe from viewing someone else's life or social media or something you've recently observed outside of you, somehow playing into your own sense of security, your own sense of feeling good, right? Because you can see that this fear is nothing compared to the goodness that is around you. That's how you know it's not a big player in the game and does not deserve enough of your attention, Libra. Doesn't deserve any of your attention, right? So it's like whatever these irrational fears are, it doesn't have to be around aging and mortality. It could be around being stuck in your head about this relationship or other areas of your life. It's, first of all, not serving you, and it's also not even close to the truth of the well-being that is coming in for you and that surrounds you on a daily basis. From the sun perfectly rotating around the earth to the universal support that's available to you and the wellness that is here for you. This is scanty. So emotionally speaking, I do feel you popping out of that because you're a lot stronger now, and you're showing up very strong here during this time frame. And then it's like feeling like connected again, feeling hopeful again, feeling more like yourself, maybe taking better care of yourself, right? And this kind of allowing you to release some of these fears that seem to be blocking you on an emotional level or within the psyche, all right? There is maybe a lot of hope tied around the connection, or healing needed here around this connection. And then here's that card about patience being required, and also a little bit of surrender here. So this person's emotional space. Oh my goodness, some of you dealing with Aquarius, Virgo, could have that in your chart. All right, wow. So, Libra, I'm hearing if I could turn back time. That's showing up on this person's end. There's a strong longing on this person's side to heal things, especially if they've really been through the ringer emotionally, or there's been some sort of dramatic ending here with this person. It's just a sense of like, it's time, this person has went through some endings karmically as well that kind of left them feeling a bit exhausted, both mentally and physically, I feel. And it's like, okay, sorry. I'm hearing the good old days. This person reminiscing about the good old days. There's a lot of nostalgia here going on. This person really might be feeling the retrograde right now, really feeling the past, looking at the past. This person also could have those irrational fears going on about, aging and mortality. I don't know why that's coming through. It could have been something that they were dealing with, okay? But there's a sense of like the good old days, wanting to go back to the good old days, or them reminiscing about better times or good times. Yeah. And they want to, okay. This person has a desire to heal things from their past. I'm hearing healing old wounding. I'm actually feeling emotional. So I'm getting a lot of emotional energy coming through in this person's energy. This is after a period of them doing some sort of reflecting. All right, so let's see what the hopes are here. Oh my gosh. It's the Six of Cups. So I got the Six of Cups out twice. Some of you might also be in that energy of just like, and I feel like this is fond memories, right? I don't feel like this is torturous thought. It's just appreciating where you came from, Libra, and how far you've come along your journey. And not looking to the past with remorse or regret, because that's not how Spirit sees it at all. Spirit sees it as a continually evolving, beautiful process of life, you know, but needing to see like how far you've come, and that being really important to you, staying emotionally satisfied during this time frame. This is like the most retrograde reading I've done. Let's see this person's hope. The Page of Wands in the reverse. So this is like they're looking at a past, what they feel might have been a missed opportunity or something that they would like to revisit or rehash or retry. Okay. Let's look at the most likely future outcomes then, and keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, Libra. You're in the driver's seat, no one else. So most likely future outcome, Page of Pentacles. For some reason I heard speak gingerly, speak softly, or a soft speaker, or like whispering. Some of you are like, you know, like when you're talking on the phone and maybe you have someone around you or people around you and you don't want them to hear what you're saying, and so you try to speak softly. There's something about that coming in. Or maybe needing to be gentle with the way that you're speaking to someone. Okay. The Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Four of Swords. So you have more than one opportunity coming in here for you, all right? And you may need to make a decision about what's most important to you and where you want to go with this. But I feel you have options, Libra. I don't feel like the universe is leaving you without options, all right, when it comes to this situation or life in general. I feel like you're going to be the one that gets to decide. And it's funny that I said speak softly, and I hadn't picked up this card, so I didn't see it yet. This is the Four of Swords, which often talks about quietness, silence, clearing your energy through meditation, getting more sleep, getting more rest, as I was just talking about the dream state as well. But it's like there's strength. There's strength in silence. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is to stay quiet. Really, that's hard for an air sign to do, as a triple air sign myself. Especially if like what you have to say isn't kind or empathetic, then it might be best to say nothing at all. Because I have a song coming through. You say it best when you say nothing at all. It's up to you, Libra. You're in the driver's seat. I feel like you're going to be the one that has the choice. Of course, we always have choices, but I feel like the ball's in your court during this time frame, all right, with whatever is going on here. What is this person's most likely future outcome? There's more of that song coming through. You speak right to my heart. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. And you can drown out the dark. Somebody might need your kindness, your sweet words. It may not be this person, it may be this person, but there's an additional message around that coming in. The High Priestess, the Sun. The Knight of Wands. And now I'm hearing, I'm back. I'm back. Somebody might be coming back. Or like maybe you're feeling like you're back to yourself. Like you're making a comeback for some of you. Or this person might be. There's that Eight of Wands again. So communication here. Action. This person is being intuitively led to follow their passion and to take some action and to speak from the heart. So whatever this is that they were blocking themselves from or blocking themselves from saying or doing in the past, it's getting so strong in this person's energy that I feel it's pushing them into this space of like, all right, well, if I want it, I got to go for it. If I want change, I must be the change. And Spirit is saying like, it's not enough for this person to dwell or think. They need to get into a space of being ready, to be ready, to take some sort of action, to make the move themselves. And then I feel, Libra, you having a choice here. Yes. So, this person is being called to go on the journey. Go on the journey. Don't just talk about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, they weren't even talking about it, you know. It's just like they're being called to take some action here. Okay? Of course, they have free will, so whether they do that or not is entirely up to them, but that's the encouragement, or that's the energy that they're kind of being pushed into by universe, not by anyone else. I feel like you might feel the need to want to push this person to do something, but that's why you're being called to instead use the power of your silence or your compassion, your love, but not necessarily to take action, right? It's like this person's needs to take the action for themselves, Libra. So, ooh, long reading. All right, so let's get some guidance real quick here for you and the cross watcher. Some guidance cards. Self-love. Okay. And for Libra, just ask. So the cross watcher got self-love. This is saying now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. This person is being encouraged to love themselves and to take action from that space. Your guidance card is just ask. This says, there are many here in the spirit world that can assist you. We're made up of divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirits. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask. So just know that, hey, you got your own guidance system, okay? You got your own guides. You have your own connection with spirit. So don't forget to call on that, Libra, and then just sit in meditation long enough, just 10 to 15 minutes a day, where you do nothing but quiet your mind so that you can hear and receive the messages that are coming in directly to you, okay? So it's nice to get messages through these readings and through me, but just know that you don't need me to get these messages. You have the ability to hear it for yourself and pull on that, okay? It's there for you. So, Libra, wow. It's a long reading, but very interesting zodiac signs you could be dealing with. I have Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries again, Aquarius again, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius. Those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign, as this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do go live there as well. Tarot Time with Dana, all of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you could do so there. Otherwise, wishing you the very best, Libra, and until next time, my friends. Namaste. Bye.